Representative Billiot on your amendment.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker, Ms. Clerk. Just a few days ago, we had some individuals who came over to the Capitol and they stood along that railing. And they started talking to us about raising their loved ones and how they had to really, some of them had to sell their homes, sell their cars. Parent had to leave their work and go ahead and stay at home so they could raise the child. Just couldn't afford it. Just got to the point to where some of them just could not afford it anymore. And it's known as TEFA. We voted on that bill that day, and the vote came out 98 to nothing. 98 yeas, no nays. After we passed that bill, I started thinking about the bills that were going to come up about abortion and the other situations about life. And so while I was thinking about that, I started thinking about that person when they was going to go and have their ultrasound done, and is going to determine the baby's health, well-being, intelligence, physical condition, and all those things that go along with the pregnancy at the very beginning. And how those families must feel at the time when they hear something that's not a positive sign. But they're going to have that child. They're going to move forward in having that child. Because not only because it's a gift, but because it's part of the law that we have. So I felt that putting those two together, I feel that we should be able to offer those individuals the TEFA program that that's in place and that will follow this abortion bill as it goes. We all know that this bill today will not become law unless Mississippi decides, their court system decides that it's constitutional, then ours, if we pass it, becomes law. So we still got a ways to go before such a time that it's all ruled. And if there's any more adjustments that's got to be made, probably next legislative session, people are going to come up and do things also. So my amendment's been posted, and there was one change in it on line 17 of the first page. Representative Amity brought it to our attention that it says may be instead of will be eligible. May be. So, Mr. Speaker.
For a question on the amendment, Representative Stefanski.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So, Representative, you're adding the TEFRA option that we voted out of here 98 to nothing?
Yes.
Onto this bill?
Yes.
I think you have a good amendment.
And
Thank you,
then
Mr. Speaker.
the other thing I want to make, and I know I should stop while I'm ahead, but, you know, this is a long process, and people are going to be thinking about different things as we go. So I want those people who are making those judgment calls and those things now to know that the state not only requires but stands by them in their decision that they make.
For a question on the amendment, Representative Henry.
Representative Billiot, I don't know whether you're aware that the funding for TEFRA that we voted out of here 100 to 1 was removed a couple days ago. The $5 million was removed on the other side. I just want to make you aware of that. I seem to be fine with the amendment. Seems to be fine. I just want you to be aware that as we move through the budget process, we will be working to try to restore that $5 million that I believe it was Representative Horton and Representative Miller's bill that did that, if I remember correctly. Did you know?
Okay, I'm aware of that. Thank you very much. There's some things that happen on the Senate side or will be happening according to.
For a question on the amendment, Representative Jackson.
Mr. Billiot, so this is one of those amendments, Representative Billiot, that we're asking you to choose life, but we're making sure that the child is taken care of once you choose life. Am I correct?
Correct.
I like your amendment. Thank you.
Thank you. I thank Representative Miller and Representative Doty for coming up with that bill. It brought a lot of light to a lot of things that are going on.
For a question on the amendment, Representative Seabaugh.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Not sure I'm against the amendment, but I did want to question the germaneness.
Similar to the prior amendment, we're dealing with abortion and definitions accordingly. This introduces a new TEFRA program with eligibility requirements and requirements for funded health care services. It will not be germane.
Thank you.